Today we're going to be talking through what to do in the situation of a fire and how to use a fire extinguisher.
After this training, you'll be able to understand the purpose of fire extinguishers, the different classes of fires and fire extinguishers, the pass method for extinguishing a fire when it's appropriate to attempt to put out a fire, and how to maintain and inspect your fire extinguishers. First, when and how to use a fire extinguisher. Fire extinguishers are designed for incipient stage fires only. Incipient stage fires include fires that are small or slow to grow, and fires that give off minimal smoke or heat. Fire extinguishers are not for large structural or fast-growing fires. It's important to understand how a fire works. Elements of a fire include the fuel, the oxygen, the heat, or any chain reactions that come along with the fire. For fire extinguishers to be effective, you must understand what those elements of the fire are. There are different types of fires. These fires, they're classified by what the burning fuel is. So Class A fires are ash. This is your ordinary combustible, any paper or wood. Class 2 is a boil, which is flammable, combustible liquids or any gases. Think gasoline or propane. And Class C is current, electrical, like emerging electrical, any motors or wires that can cause a fire. Class D fires are combustible metal with aluminum or sodium or metals along those lines. And Class K are cooking fats and oils. It's important to fight small fires with the pass method. To use a fire extinguisher effectively, remember this pass method. The P is pull the pin. A is aim at the base of the fire. The S is squeeze the handle. And the final S is sweep the fire extinguisher from side to side at the base of the fire until it's put out. When using a fire extinguisher, sound the alarm and call the fire department. Identify a safe evacuation path. Select the appropriate fire extinguisher, discharge the extinguisher using the pass method technique, back away from the fire once it's extinguished, evacuate immediately if the extinguisher gets depleted and the fire is not out or the fire progression grows past the incipient stage. Here's some fire extinguisher tips. Back away from the fire in case of reignition. Avoid breathing in any smoke if possible. Always report fire extinguisher use to your supervisor. And avoid using a fire extinguisher if you've not been properly trained. Never put a used fire extinguisher back after it's been used. Even if the fire extinguisher was only used for a moment, it must be replaced. Use your judgment. Never attempt to fight a fire if your instincts tell you it's unsafe. When it comes to maintenance of a fire extinguisher, inspect your fire extinguisher's bottle, the handle, the hose, and the gauge. Be sure to complete this monthly with visual inspections. Ensure fire extinguishers are hung up off the ground and easily accessible. They should never be blocked. Ensure extinguisher products are free-flowing inside the bottle. Turn upside down or shake to check. Check the annual tag is in place and sign on it monthly. In conclusion, your safety is much more valuable than any property within your facility. Do not use the fire extinguisher if the fire is too large, there's too much smoke, or you're frightened. In these instances, evacuate immediately. Alert others that are at risk, activate the fire alarm, or call the fire department before using the fire extinguisher. Always report any use of the fire extinguisher to your direct supervisor, and do not return any used extinguishers back into operations. I want to thank you again for tuning in to this training when it comes to how to properly use and put out fires with fire extinguishers.